All right, welcome to the West Coast POPCast. We got the full team right now, so chime in the chat. We are talking SummerSlam to kick everything off. We are barely going to talk about the week in review because SummerSlam kicked so much ass. We are going to talk a little bit about Ric Flair's last match. We're going to talk about Ric Flair's first funeral, and we are going to find out what Vince McMahon did on his first week of retirement. So join in, hit the chats, and we want to know everything you are talking about in wrestling this week. We are joined via satellite. Knock, the final boss, the predictions champ, who didn't show up this week to give his predictions. But Knock, how you doing, man?
I am doing great, man. I'm on a high from WWE of all places. So I'm ready to talk about SummerSlam and Triple H, the new hope, if you will.
Hey, I like that. And this man right here, his praise of WWE, which it's so far in between and rare. He did it last night, and it's because of you, Eric. I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep. Thanks for making me watch SummerSlam. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing A-okay. Yep, it's true. WWE finally did it. SummerSlam didn't suck one year. I'm loving it.
The only thing that hurt was AJ didn't have a match. That was the only icing on the cake they could have
had. You know what? It would have been a lot better if they took some of these Impact people off, gave Cena some screen time, and it'd be a perfect pay-per-view.
Oh, man.
Well, thanks for joining the chat. Primetime, I see it right there already. And if you're not in the chat, get in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get into SummerSlam right off the bat. And what a way to kick it off, too. This is how you kick off the Helmsley era of WWE. This could have been, this first match exceeded any expectations I had a week ago about SummerSlam.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great way to open it. Triple H is just amazing at giving women a chance. So thank goodness he trusted Bianca and Becky. I'm going to say it's Becky's best match in her career.
That's tough. I can kind of agree because Becky's so sharp right now, man. Since she's returned, she's added so much moves to her repertoire. That match was phenomenal. They didn't do like a ton of like big stuff, but it was so smooth of a match. And Triple H, man, I hate to say it, but AEW sticks and pointers. I think that match, that pay-per-view, they might have got Sasha and Naomi back. I think Triple H gonna work his magic.
Ooh, see, I thought about that, but how do you go back to a company where Michael Cole slandered you on the air, not just once, but twice, at least twice?
I want to know how their relationship is like outside of work. Like, did he text or did he say apologize and say, hey, I had this guy in my ear. This wasn't really whatever that might have worked. Oh. I can't imagine their beef being with him. It's a bad look. He probably shouldn't have said that. But I don't know. I don't know what the relationship is like in real life.
Which that man wrote that whole thing himself. He just off the cuff.
I actually believe Corey Graves wrote his, but yeah, that's the thing. Either show you put him on, you got someone who slandered you on there. But what a fucking main event to kick it off. Like, this is main event level ending, and the main event even main evented the first main event of the show. What was the second match?
Real quick. We had the return of Bayley herself with King Coda Dakota Kai. Corey Graves. Oh, I don't even think she worked here, man. Shut up. I was so hyped. Io Sky, the name change, man. I don't know what they're going to call themselves. Bayley's been tweeting a lot about control. So we'll see what they call themselves. But this is a faction that Vince turned down, but Triple H loves, man. I think they're going to shine.
Yeah, that's a cool faction. That was a great debut.
Like, why can't we have women factions? Like, it works on NXT. I'm sure it'll work in the main roster.
Yeah. It worked last time. I thought Riot Squad and Absolution were going somewhere.
This is huge. And the biggest thing about this is, too, there are no mid-carders in this faction so far. I don't think Dakota Kai is a mid-carder. I think she proved herself in NXT, even though not being, champ and everything. But, yeah, no mid-carder. There's no, like, random NWO person that has to have a match to represent NWO. Anyone on here is going to put on a banger.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I wish Dakota got the championship before she left, but, yeah, Triple H would treat them right.
All right. What was the second match here? What do we have on?
Second match. Was this the Miz and Paul, whatever his name is?
I think it was Logan Paul.
Forget the order, but I think it was Miz versus Paul, which, oh man, that's topic.
I can't lie. I want to see him wrestle some more. I really like that.
He's an athletic dude, man. I mean, I don't know how much wrestling he's watched in his life, but he know Miz carried him though. Miz for sure carried him in his match. Like he
Really?
walked him through certain spots. Like he can do the big stuff, and he looks good doing it. But there's certain parts where I felt like Miz had to like carry him a little bit there.
I need to rewatch
Just
that.
Just because of the lack of an experience, he's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. I need to rewatch this. I didn't even notice them talking through the spots. I thought he was, I don't know, maybe I was just so distracted by the flash that I didn't notice.
Yeah, but I mean, the dude was on fire last night. He showed out. I'll have to admit.
Yeah. And Eric, you said in the chat, he's where Dominic should be now.
He really is. Watching the Mysterios match, which we're gonna get to, but yeah, Dominic is not my favorite right now.
Yeah. And the thing is, you could see the change too. You can see everyone was booing Logan when he came out. By the end, we hit that frog splash. They was cheering. So
yeah.
I don't know who told him to go out like that, but it's working. He's a babyface now.
Yeah. He's signed full time too, if he wanted to be.
Yeah, we'll see how much he appears though. We'll see how that works.
Well, Ciampa sitting on the sideline, AJ coming out. Obviously, this is one of at least two matches that are just filtering out the rest of Vince's storyline. So I have faith with Ciampa on the main roster now that Triple H is involved. And a Ciampa AJ match, I'm all for it.
I am too, man. As long as the phenomenal one takes the victory. We're not jobbing out some NXT, Waterby, whatever. NXT lifer.
Yeah, I mean, if AJ can't handle, that's a big match. If he can't handle it, I understand. Calling it a legend, the face that runs the place, I get it. But
oh man, yeah, Ciampa's in good hands now. What the shit show he was given to work with, he's been doing good. He's been cutting great promos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What match was next? Was it?
I think it was the Mysterios,
Mysterios?
Or was it the women's match?
It was
not the women's match.
It was the third. The Mysterios were fourth. I think it was a short one. It was Austin.
Oh, was it Corbin?
Austin Theory.
Oh, and Lashley. Lashley had a hell of an entrance, man. My guy, Bobby Lashley, just running through Theory. Not his first ass whooping of the night. He was going out there looking like Vision, getting whooped twice in one movie.
Yeah, it felt like Triple H was like, this is Vince's guy, not my guy.
That ain't me. Love to see it, man.
Yeah,
I like Austin Theory. I don't hate him. It just he's been shoved down people's throats these past 2 weeks, and it's not really working.
I'll give him props to that finish, though. I really like the somersault into a military press or bench press, whatever.
Yeah, like I said, the dude is talented, man.
Yeah,
it just it falls into booking. Like I'm sorry, man. Vince has been getting a pass for way too long. He's been fucking everyone over.
Right. Yeah, this is another match that's just gonna get rid of some more Vince stuff. I'm excited to see where Bobby Lashley goes next and have some good matches with the U.S. title. And I think the U.S. title and the IC title are going to be presented better now.
Has the moment passed for the Hurt Business to get back together? Has there been too much damage?
If Triple H can do whatever he wants, and I'll just be like, fine, it's your fresh start. I trust you.
Yeah, because me personally, I'm willing to ignore it. But I know there's been so much nonsense. Like now Cedric is not gonna have like the battered, syndrome, and he's getting turned on. What, at least 3 or 4 times he got turned on?
Oh yeah, at least 4. I'll be all for this if Triple H goes up to them, or if they go up to Triple H and say, "Hey, we want to do this now that Vince isn't here." So if it's the Hurt Business saying, "Hey, let's give this one good shot," then I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Mysterios versus Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Evelyn looking Rhea Ripley.
So
Rhea was looking jacked. I don't know what she's been doing, but damn.
I'll tell you what she's been doing. She's been beating up Dominic. Like he owes her money. Like, oh, damn.
Aaliyah, too. All the Mysterio children.
I thought that whole match, I kept thinking, okay, if Rhea's going to beat up Dominic this much, then he has to hit her with a 619 or something. But no. Just with the whole match taking a beating from her.
Yeah.
But at least
this one, honestly, I kind of skipped a little through. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this was the low point.
Yeah. I'm a huge Mysterio.
It was fine, but Yeah, it was fine, and just getting more of this stuff out there. And Edge coming back, Edge looked great. The entrance with the stairs, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're for sure out of the rated R superstar era, man. It's like this new half brood, half like I don't know. I dig it though. The entrances are cool.
Yes.
Yeah. You think now that Triple H is in charge, any chance that he gets Judgment Day back? Gets to run it the way he wanted to?
For me, I don't want to see it. It's just too much flip flopping for me, but I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's fine without it. I think next was the last bit of getting Vince storytelling out. This was the other women's match for the SmackDown title, if I am correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Or was Happy Corbin?
I want to see Corbin and McAfee, which, by the way, first of all, I will talk about the stadium. This stadium looks amazing. Like, that was breathtaking to see. So Corbin, what's his name? McAfee comes out. He has his choir up in the high nosebleed singing bum ass Corbin the entire time. Man. Just hilarious stuff, man. Great stuff from McAfee.
Yeah, I'll give Graves and Cole credit. I did like their back and forth. Them being biased on one side.
Yes.
Cole just yelling at him. I like that.
I'm definitely gonna touch it on the main event, but for now, I just want to say I gotta give Michael Cole his props. I gotta take back some of the slander I threw his way over his ears. You know, I thought he was done. I thought he needed to retire.
No.
I was wrong. It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
I've been saying that for years, that he is so good at his job. The problem is that he's a puppet, and the puppet master sucks.
Yeah. I was wrong, man. I used to love Michael Cole back in the day. Him and Taz, they were my favorite group. And then somewhere along the lines, I couldn't take it no more. Now he's a free man, and he's on fire.
Check out the Cruiserweight Classic. Mae Young, the guy can commentate. Now,
That's true.
Now he's not. You know, I want to hear a shoot interview from him or Graves or somebody.
Someone tell it all.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat's entrance was a little bit annoying to me, but it worked with him. Like his graphic on the bottom with all the little Pat McAfee's jumping up and down. But I wouldn't change anything. It
looked like his show he does on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
I don't watch YouTube.
That bum ass platform. It was an okay match. It was a good Corbin match.
That's funny you say it's a good Corbin match. I thought it was like a weaker Pat McAfee match.
I feel like both those things are true.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad, but like I've seen McAfee have better performances. Like something was a little off for him, but he was still, McAfee. He can still do his thing.
Yeah,
he caught himself. He almost busted his ass with a top rope, flipping outside.
Oh yeah.
I think he was so excited. I think that's what it was. Whereas I think Logan Paul, maybe from doing UFC fights, was more focused.
Mm.
Oh man, don't let Dana hear you say that. Dana White, owner of UFC, man, he hates the Pauls. He do not want to see him in the UFC.
I don't like the Pauls either. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
his mindset's there.
I don't want to like the Pauls, but if he keeps wrestling like that. Wasn't his brother also in MS or wherever they were that same arena? Doing a boxing match or something?
Yeah, they've been doing boxing matches. Funny enough, I think Jake got his fight canceled. He was supposed to fight at MSG, and it got canceled the week before it's supposed to happen. So that's not a good look.
Mm. Yeah, them boys.
Yeah, we really don't care about the attendance. If you want to make comments about that, leave them in the comments section. Now the Women's SmackDown Championship, Liv Morgan defeating Ronda Rousey in a controversial way, which Eric and I said in the chats we are 100% fine with because we need to move on, and Liv keeps the belt, so I'm okay with beating Ronda Rousey.
I love it, man. It wouldn't have made sense to have her win the belt like this and just drop it so suddenly. It was a great finish. Ronda's still protected. She turns heel, destroys the ref, destroys Liv. That you couldn't have did a better ending to protect everybody.
Yeah, and like Knox said, props to Liv because that selling was beautiful.
She was selling her ass off.
I'm pretty sure I saw some tears and some snot. She was killing it.
There was one moment, I don't know if it was like a clothesline or something, but like she just sold it perfectly.
She did. And I'm glad that Ronda put the did some takedowns on the officials coming out. I was hoping she would. So I really like this segment. It's nice, short, and to the point.
Yeah,
I agree.
And if you can sell like that, then you know you're good. So, last thing I want to say about that too is technically the ref should be continuing to count 3 before he checks on anything else. So, the tap did come after the 1 count. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
technically,
If this was SmackDown vs. Raw, that's how it would happen exactly.
yep.
True.
But good stuff. Let's get on to more good stuff. The Street Profits versus the Usos with Double J as the ref. No guitar shots and no change of dynamic between the Street Profits and no change in titles. What do you guys think of this match?
I was shocked actually that Jarrett didn't do any guitar shots. We were expecting some type of funny business from the man who secures all the bags, the hardest working man in showbiz.
I don't know about that.
The founder of Tna Impact Wrestling.
Wife stealing.
That's true too. Man, that's a moment. Moving on from that, Street Profits looked amazing, man. I love the gear. I love the entrance. I thought this was their moment to win. I thought you could drop the belts here. I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for Street Profits to have a title run with the crowd, but we'll have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, I'm torn because I was hoping Jeff Jarrett wouldn't steal attention or do anything like that, but then he didn't do it. I was like, what's the point of having Jeff Jarrett then?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
I don't know.
the whole Nashville thing, like, yeah.
Yeah. I thought Kane was
When you're
there.
When you're gimmickly from Nashville, you got to be there. Yeah, it's. I thought this was the time to do it, and then down the road, maybe December, they lose the belts, and then you do the split.
Yeah, they need at least one more run. I don't. Do you want to see them feud? If they want to go to separate ways, I'm fine with that too. Just like I don't need to see them feud really. I
want them to do. They can borrow this from AEW. They don't have to be a tag team, but they don't have to split. Essentially, if they want to just go for singles, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
because they can both go. I just want Angelo Dawkins to be safe. I don't want him to get future endeavored. Because he's a good wrestler.
I think, if anything, now I think he's safe. I think so many people are just that should be there are safe now because of Triple H. It's funny how a few months ago the people that should be there were not safe.
Right.
It's crazy. It's like, oh, you're excelling at your job, you're fired.
Right. Yeah, you're right. This is the time that Dawkins could do it and be safe because he worked with Triple H for 13 years almost.
Yeah.
I mean, at worst case, I can see him going back to NXT and developing a character down there for a singles run. At worst case.
Oh, do you think NXT 2.0 goes away? It comes back to black and gold?
I think they're going to start changing out. Yeah, it's going to start changing.
Yeah, they're going to change stuff.
And they should.
It's going to be called NXT Impact.
God.
They put Jarrett in charge.
Really?
Jarrett can develop talent, man. I mean, come on now.
I mean,
he can.
I would not. Why would you put the captain of the Titanic in charge of another ship?
Here's a robot. Can you handle it?
Man.
Guess what? It's time for our Carnage Rage in the chat. Let's talk about Brock Lesnar tipping over the ring with a tractor. Let's talk about it. This match, I did not think I was going to have so much fun. Eric in the chat, again, making me stay up later, and I wanted to. He hopes that Brock Lesnar has this much fun in everything. I had to check it out.
Yeah, man, I thought Eric, it was cat, man. I didn't think it'd be that good. I thought Eric, was just having a good day and he was actually enjoying SummerSlam.
Not with Roman Reigns and Lesnar match. I'm ready for another match. They sold me. I thought I was done with this feud.
Yeah, I'm not done at all. It's just crazy how good it was. Like you seen the mic catch that Roman did as well. That was smooth. Brock throws a mic at him, just catches it and winks at him. Man, just genius stuff. Man, there's so much going on.
That was so good, and I'll give props to whoever made that match. I didn't know you could get so many spots out of a tractor. I thought maybe you'd see it once. That's just creative.
I just want to say too, fucking A, Brock, you took those corners with the crowd right there. You could have had this be all over the news in a bad way, but he was just cruising like Vin Diesel on Fast 20. He just drove that thing through people with this much space in between with ease, with a smile on his face, with a wink and a tip of the hat.
Yeah. When they were about to tip the ring over, I got so scared for the people. I was like, oh my God, this has so many ways this could go wrong. I think that's spot of the year at the very least. I can't think of
Yeah.
anything else that's going to top that. There's nothing AEW, NWA, GCW. Control Your Narrative can't come close to that.
And that's
It was
why I
so.
think,
You're good. Go ahead, man.
and that's why I think AEW is in trouble, man. Because they were fighting Triple H with his hands tied behind his back. Now he has the full power of the money of WWE, the production. It's gonna be tough to with good booking to steer people away from going to WrestleMania and seeing this big crowd fighting in the stadium, SummerSlam. They have a lot of work to do with this booking. They have to get the women's division correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In all honesty, I mean, I was thinking maybe not go to WrestleMania this year, but I mean, now after
I'm
this,
excited now.
My boy Hunter sold a lot of tickets last night.
yeah,
Yeah, he did. Prime Time's his best moment ever. It was just so good. I like that. This the same reaction I had the very first time. Again, Brock involved when the ring collapsed, back suplexing the Big Show. Like it's just clever shit.
yeah.
Man.
WWE will like sometimes play moments over and over and call them iconic or historic. That one is legit one that they can play and pat themselves on the back for a long ass time.
I want to know whose idea it was and how production put that together. I mean, that's insane to me. And I want to know how long it takes for they try to reenact that.
Actually, there was a report that came out that said when they were trying to practice it, they didn't have the tractor ready. So they called in Cena and he just lifted it up and got it reenacted it. The tractor wasn't as good, but can't blame the tractor.
Yeah, so any best match or best moment for you? Obviously the tractor thing was, I don't know, my moment of the night, but just the match of the night for me was the first one. It just set the tone for the Levesque era, and it was so fucking good. And we're talking about going to WrestleMania and Triple H playing with the big sandbox now. We get good matches like this. If this was a Vince match, there'd been so much waiting outside or just working one body part. This match was nonstop. I love Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch together.
Definitely. It's so tough, because I guess wrestling wise, the tag match or the women's match is my favorite, but spot wise, I mean, the event was just creatively brilliant. Anyone who saw that at WWE should be kicking themselves for not just giving Hunter control sooner. Like, how do you see this and not say, "Damn, we fucked up for a long time"?
Yeah. Let us know in the chat what your favorite match was, what your favorite moment was. Oh man, I'm just feels so good. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm wide awake. Thank you, Hunters WWE.
Exactly. Also, Prime Time saying that he's officially on the Brock train. Maybe he's a bigger face than Triton. I don't know about that. But get your flops in the chat while you can, folks. It's a flopful day. Get it in the chat.
There's rumors Triton may be on the show one of these weeks.
He might. And with Triple H's booking, he'll be.
Might.
I mean, he can take the Seaweed Implodes. He's got all the pieces.
It'll be better than Namor showing up in the Wakanda Forever trailer, that's for sure. Oh yeah, man. Just such a great SummerSlam. We don't even need to talk about Raw. We don't need to talk about SmackDown other than the only thing I want to bring up is Becky Lynch just saying to a fan, "You shut up. Your mom failed you." Like it was a tease at the heel moment, but again, I'll take this Ronda over, "Hi everybody, I really like you. I'm not going to touch your hands though." Like I'll take it.
Yeah. This is a really weird run for her. It's just not hitting as well as the first one, but we'll see where she goes and we'll see when she leaves. I'm kind of hoping soon. Nothing against Ronda, but again, she takes a lot of resources away from other women. Like a lot of creativity.
This week on Rampage, we had another trivia championship 2 times in a row. My guy Matt takes home the title, but he had a good comment on this. Why not turn Ronda heel, which happened, and then pair her now with a Shayna Baszler that Triple H understands?
I like that, especially because didn't they have a segment back when Ronda was fighting Navi or something, and Shayna was like, "I can't get involved because that's my tag partner." It might have been a web exclusive, but yeah, they had a little moment that was really cool. And it was like, we're friends, but I can't get involved. If they get together now, I want it.
Yeah, I'll totally take it. Heal them up. Other than that, on Rampage, we'll wait for Knock to talk about Dynamite. He absolutely loved the show. So when Knock comes back in, and then just the last thing on Rampage. Oh, go ahead.
Dynamite was cool. But I'm still stuck on SummerSlam, man. Triple H got me. I'm switching ships. I told him to put my TNA flag down. You know, I'm a WWE guy now, man. I'm all in. Call me Cody Rhodes.
And with that, Impact is down to 4 viewers a week.
Don't tell him, man. I'm still a TNA fan. I watched TNA this week. It was a good episode.
If you want to talk about it, go ahead. Then we'll just go right into Dynamite after that. And again, we'll just talking about SummerSlam all episode long. So
yeah. While I try to remember what happened on TNA, it's just crazy to think how happy I am with Triple H, man. Like we all knew this watching NXT, but to like see it now, it's just such great stuff.
Right.
What happened here? Tna Impact Wrestling. I don't know details in the chat. We had a few things here. Finally, Killer Kelly makes her return debut. She had a lot of visa issues, some other personal stuff going on, but she's finally here, signed. She looks incredible. VXT is going to make a push for the tag team titles. So let's see. Deanna, that's a one title she has not got at TNA. So we'll see her and Chelsea Green do their things, the two best friends. Chris Bay and Ace Austin team together against Eddie Edwards and Kenny King. Huge moment for Chris Bay, man. Doing a lot of cool stuff in the ring. Great match. What else happened here? And of course, Kushida, man, he's not officially signed to TNA, but he's still making appearances. Good stuff there. And what you guys thought when my man was trending for AEW Dynamite, when Johnny, whatever his name is, Eddie Dave, changed names on the daily, made his return. WWE, NXT, every event this guy is trending. But you know where he returned? TNA Impact Wrestling. We got Johnny Gargano on screen, man. How about them apples, Eric? You don't see him anywhere else.
I feel like this man, they asked him to show up, and he was like, ew, I just sent in a video. I can come anywhere near you backyard wrestlers.
Listen. He was on Impact Wrestling as a courtesy to give respect to one of the greatest wrestlers in Impact history, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. You know that finisher you love, Eric, the Gargano Escape? Well, that's Alex Shelley's finisher. He created that one. That's the one Lee Moriarty uses as well, from Alex Shelley.
Is it?
A TNA original.
So you're telling me that this what's his name? Alex Shelley?
Alex Shelley, the Gargano Escape. It's actually called the Border City Stretch.
This kid, so this kid makes a little move, and then this big timer Gargano goes to the big leagues and makes it his own. History only remembers the victors. That's Gargano's move.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
All right, Knock, you absolutely loved Dynamite this week. I thought it was Tony Khan's reaction to Triple H being in charge, just throwing everything on there, putting the
like you're setting me up here, man. I
championships.
don't know if I said
like
I absolutely loved the play, but
I have to go back to the chat.
No, for real.
You talk about Dynamite though.
It was a good show. I mean, they got to figure out the women's division, man. That's the one thing that's just every single week. It's like, what are we doing? If all these other shows and SmackDown, TNA can find not just room, but quality moments for them to shine, I don't get it. Biggest upset, I think, in Dynamite history, you have Daniel Garcia putting Ryan Danielson to sleep. Get her some funny business. Jake Hager grabbed the leg. But in the end, like Eric said, remember the victors. And Garcia got the big win there. Hold on 1 second.
I saw that, and I didn't get to see how it happened. But I kind of dig that booking decision. Because as a group, Combat Club is on top. Claudio's got ROH Championship. They got the interim AEW Championship. Yuta is pure champion. So I think I'm cool with that. Just as a group, they could take it now.
That's sort of Brian Danielson putting some over, which he does.
Yeah, it's a good way to put someone over. I think it. Was there
right, is my
you were frozen for a little bit, but I can hear
you. Okay.
Was there anything else from Dynamite that jumped out to you, Zach?
When Jazz came out, the 2.0 guy says AEW Galaxy appreciate us.
The
So taking more
1-2
digs at
0
WWE.
the cool hand Jeff Parker, man. Put some
You remember
respect
his
on the
name?
name. I'm sorry I had to get out like that, but I'm back in Dynamite. Put some proper respect on the show. Did you see my boy Ricky Starks? Did you see the
That was
legend
good.
he is? The promo to start. The only man that can get jumped twice in a thing and still come out looking like $1 million. I mean, damn. Ricky Starks is on fire. And I said this in the chat, so I'm gonna say it now. AEW, we gotta get him right because I can see him jumping ship too. He's best friends with Cody. His man is super talented. He's been waiting for a spot for a while now. You got to do him right, man. You can't have him on 1 week and then 5 weeks later we haven't seen him. They've been dropping the ball with guys like Ethan Page. He's been getting a little talking on Twitter about not being misused. There's a lot of stuff going on, so we'll see how they use people. I mean, where's Miro at? Where's my guy Miro?
Reported promos.
So at this point, I am team A. Like I love AEW, man. It's good stuff. Shout out to Hook, man. I never seen Taz so emotional. That was some cool stuff. Jungle Boy gave the promo of his life, but he can't keep doing this. This is a good one-off, but he has to show some other levels for next promos. Then did you guys see the Moxley versus Roosh match?
I didn't see it.
I thought it was fine. The internet absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it was hard hitting, man. Like Roosh was beating him up, man. I want to know if Moxley's okay to get out of that match. It looked like a New Japan match to me. Good stuff there. I don't know. Like I've seen this story before, man. It happened with TNA. They were on fire at one point, hitting millions of views, and it burned out a bit, just without not giving people like what they need, the time. So we got to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and this is not like the way to bring in big ROH names and just have them lose right away. I thought this was kind of bad for Roosh. Moxley could have done this to almost anybody, and then just start a feud with Roosh after or behind the scenes. And Ricky Starks, man, he go from heel to honestly, probably pop of the night in one segment.
He's my favorite MVP of the show right now. He's the one I'm looking forward to. I was looking forward to Britt, but we barely see Britt. I was looking forward to Jade. We barely see Jade. I don't remember last time she wrestled meaningfully. Where's Ruby Soho at?
She's getting buried on Rampage from someone who gave kind of a really weak promo on Wednesday. This is why you gotta have the women on in front of cameras, in front of crowds. They have to like feel the heat of the lights coming down. Like the YouTube stuff is lightweight. Yeah.
I mean, the hold is starting to poke. I mean, they're still fine. You got Kenny coming back. There's a lot of good stuff in AEW for sure, but they got to tighten up some of the holes, man.
Yeah. I think Tony Khan just really needs to find someone to take some of the load off him. He's doing too much.
I think so too.
Yeah. Like especially like football season starting up, can't be with Jaguars, ROH, AEW, and his
doing the soccer stuff. Yeah, like that's a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is the week in review. Let us know what your favorite moment was in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and we do talk to you back. We're not like other YouTube shows that just ignore you and want the clicks and all that.
Man, I'm looking at.
So remember to hit like and subscribe. Be part of the family.
Yes, for sure, man. We're at 747 subs, man. We're just piling them on, man. So just keep joining the family, keep joining the culture, keep joining the brotherhood, if you will.
That's right. Second you of the night.
Get your name on screen too. Thank you to our last few subscribers, Mr. Rabia, Melisanti Group, John Scott. Thank you all for subscribing.
Oh,
yeah, we really appreciate that, man. Hey Eric, can you see what's on Zach's head? I really can't, man. I feel like something's there, but I just can't see it.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's almost like I can't see it.
Yeah.
You mean my hairline?
No.
All right, that is the week in review. Knock, we have you for a limited amount of time. Appreciate you making the time for us. What do you want to do next? You want to do some news and rumors? You want to play Eric's SummerSlam game? You want to keep talking Brock and Roman?
I mean, I could talk Brock and Roman, SummerSlam all day, but Eric's got a game for us, man, which we must play. It's been a great day. I came to win, and I'm right out of rhymes. I don't know if that even right rhyme, but let's go ahead.
You didn't even put the title up on SummerSlam, so I don't know if you're really here to win.
Did you guys request a match? Was there a request put in? I'm the champ, man.
Yeah, like the champ not showing up for Mania. Did you want me to have a match? I just assumed I could buy a ticket and watch from the front row. I don't know.
All right, how about this, man? Rick Flair's last match. I'll put the title on the line. Let's do it.
It's like halfway done, man.
Only they predict is if Rick lives or not.
Oh man. The only thing the only news rooms I do want to touch on before we hit Eric's game is how do you guys feel about this whole Jonathan Gresham stuff? And like the report now is like he used his PWI ranking as why he shouldn't lose or stuff like that. Like I don't know how true that is. It doesn't sound right, like true to me, but
that's interesting. Does PWI does that matter? Because I mean, it's really like we go by it a lot. Should a wrestler look at that and be like, "That's my status"?
To some degree, I agree, yes. Because if you're gonna do 7-star FTR and make that a big part of your promotion because of one fucking moron, I'm sorry, I do not like Dave Meltzer one bit. One guy's opinion on a match and create a whole gimmick for your two top guys in wrestling, then I say yeah, then it is.
Okay. I'm on Gresham's side. I mean, I feel for the guy because old ROH went away and he was like really moving up in the world. And then this new guy buys ROH and changes it, makes it his thing. And Gresham,
that's true.
He's kind of losing here. So I feel for the guy.
He's really fucking good, like really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if he could find some way to get investments for Terminus, I'd support it. I mean, he needs to work on his rules and all that, because again, that first show was not my favorite, but I hope he gets something, because I don't want him to get disillusioned like Punk. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah. No. All right. We deserve some entertainment. Eric is going to test our knowledge. Play at home in the chats. This is a SummerSlam game provided by the provider, Eric. So hit your comments below and play along with us.
True that. So we're going to go ahead and look at some classic SummerSlam matches, and you're going to tell me which one got more love from Davey Meltzer. So perfect transition. Which one got more stars from Davey? I'm going to give you two matches, and you can guess how many stars it had. I have the star numbers here, but which one got more, got a higher rating? All right. We're going to start off with Knox's favorite SummerSlam match, John Cena versus AJ Styles, SummerSlam 2016, or Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship 1991. Which one got a higher star rating for Dave Meltzer?
Oh, that Perfect and Hart one is one of the only like main mid-card ones I truly remember from the old ones. I'm going to say Cena and AJ.
How about you, Naki, there? All right. I honestly don't remember which one got a higher rating, so I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to go the opposite way and say it was Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart. Let's see.
Okay.
It was Cena versus AJ. Cena versus AJ got 4.5 stars. Mr. Perfect and Bret got just 4 stars.
I mean, you already know which one I was going to pick anyways. You know my boy AJ came to town, gave Cena the work, and gave him his best match of his career.
This is the 2016...
What's Mr. Perfect to Mr. Phenomenal?
This is the 2016 version of Bryan Danielson letting Garcia get the win. Cena just let AJ get some shine.
Hey, AJ's is clean, man. It was a clean 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Smack dab in the middle of the ring.
Next up, we've got The Rock versus Triple H Intercontinental Championship ladder match 1998, or Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog for the Intercontinental Championship 1992.
Oh, in Europe? In England? No, that has to be Bret Hart and the Bulldog. I don't think Rock is getting stars like that.
I'll say it's the other match.
Really?
I think it should be the one Knock picked, but I think Dave picked the other one.
All right. Again, I don't remember which one it is, so I'm going to say Bret Hart and British Bulldog. And let's see. It was Bret Hart and British Bulldog.
It has to be, man. They praise that match so much.
But it was, so Bret Hart and British Bulldog are 4.5 stars. Rock versus Triple H got 4.25.
Ooh.
Very close.
Okay.
Next up, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship 2013. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in unsanctioned street fight 2002.
I'm going DB and Cena. Another guy to carry Cena to the land.
Right? Everyone's back's hurting carrying his ass. I'm going to go with DX.
All right. I'm going with Cena because you never bet against Cena. And it is correct. Cena versus Daniel Bryan, 4.5 stars. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, 4.25.
Okay. Triple H, 4.25.
Yeah. Next up, everyone's favorite triple threat TLC match, Edge and Christian versus Jeff Hardy and Matt versus Bubba Ray, Devon, or Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, Steel Cage, WWE Championship, 1994.
Oh, damn.
I'm going Bret versus Owen, but the TLC at that time was something we never seen before, and that was a classic. I don't think it got the love it deserved right away. I would give it 5 stars. I don't think it got 5 stars. I'm going Bret and Owen.
I'm going to go Bret and Owen too. I have a feeling he ranked the next TLC match higher.
I'm going to agree with you. I think we're all going to go Bret and Owen. Let's see. Yep, Bret and Owen, the perfect 5-star match.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian, the triple threat, 4.5.
Okay.
So I got some love.
I think gimmick matches get a little less love.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's like horror movies at the Oscars.
Right.
True. And this might be the last one. WWF Intercontinental title, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon ladder match, 1995.
Ooh.
Versus Kurt Angle versus Steve Austin for the WWF title in 2001.
I think the answer might be Shawn and Razor. I'm going Kurt and Austin.
I'm going to say Shawn and Razor.
The bad guy.
I think one of these is a 5-star match, if I remember. But I'm going to say Shawn and Razor. Let's see. Shawn and Razor win 4.75 stars versus Kurt and Steve's 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Damn, that was damn near 5 stars then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was that. That's how Dave Meltzer loves his matches.
Well,
oh man, SummerSlam has been good, man. SummerSlam has been this one. I love the stadium look, man. They really got me on this.
Yeah, I was a little worried about how long the entrance way was, like how far the people had to run, but they played it very well.
They did. I want to say this, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I want to say it earlier when Pat McAfee did the whole Adam Cole finisher.
So I saw him setting that up. I was like, is he gonna do Panama Sunrise? But instead, he just did like a sunset flip. Yeah, I'd be cool with him if he asked Adam Cole if he could use that as his finisher. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. It was a little slow. I thought I had my internet lag on there when he was doing it, but good for him for trying.
I feel like that was on Corbin though, because I mean that move is
I'll blame Corbin for that.
Basically, the person taking it. Also, I don't know if you guys skipped it, but I'll give them props too for Drew McIntyre's promo and package leading up to like before the promo. Actually, kind of got me excited for his match with promo.
You think he's taking?
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
I don't know, because if Drew doesn't, who does? You know, like they built him up as the guy that like he beat Brock. He's the exception to the overpowered character rule.
I mean, I think they said in a few weeks Roman's about to hit 2 years with the Universal belt. I think he can drop the WWE belt. Maybe just put one on the line so Roman can stay champ, and then have someone else take the other belt.
Yeah, that's
they need to split the belts up. That's my big thing.
I think Drew would win that. I mean, it's a big moment in the UK.
Yeah.
That's that'd be hard to send them home.
If this is Vince, I don't know, man. He might Roman.
Right.
Right.
But I think Triple H knows the right call. I mean, we've seen all the great homecoming moments in AEW these past few years. Like, that's a moment, man. You got to give Drew that moment, especially if he couldn't win the belt for the first time with no fans to win it with a big ass stadium. Drew is owed this one.
You think, prediction wise, you think this match gets a higher rating than Bret Hart and British Bulldog? Does this become the new standard bearer?
I don't think so, but I think it'll have the same impact. I think it'll be a huge impact on the UK fans over there and on the wrestling world, if not bigger.
Gotcha.
And I agree with what you said. Not just do one belt. I think the networks are going to want their belts back rather than just one guy who's occasionally. He's on a part-time schedule, so
yeah. It's. I love the fact, like, if you go on Instagram, like for WWE's, like when they upload moments, the first 3 comments always Peacock, USA, Fox. They're just
I never noticed that.
heavily invested in this.
all right. You guys got any news and rumors you can breeze through quick?
Honestly, I think I had one, but I forgot it. Maybe I'll remember.
Okay. Mine's a big one. It's a Gresham one. And then I seen Soraya say she's not going to go to AEW, or Paige, I should say. Paige is not going to go to AEW anytime soon. And I didn't expect, especially with Triple H coming in charge.
Yeah.
The other big one I saw was New Japan. I don't know if I told you guys in the chat, but they're introducing a IWGP Women's World Championship now. It's in partnership with Stardom. It's not going to be the biggest championship for Stardom. They still have their other 2 main belts, but it's going to be defended in both brands, and also to be defended in the US. So someone's going to get crowned the first champ. I don't know who it will be. Some people thought Io, but maybe it'll be somebody else.
Kyrie.
Maybe. Should be a good pick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if she's not injured, I can't remember where she is now, but
no, she's good. She's been having bangers of matches, man. She had a great entrance on a motorcycle this past weekend. Nice. And someone did like a pop-up, instead of pop-up powerbomb, they popped her up and she did her insane elbow off the pop-up. It was crazy stuff, man. She's been killing it.
Okay.
We've got some post SummerSlam news. Looks like. So first of all, here's one thing I'm seeing: Vince McMahon's name removed from backstage area at WWE shows.
I'm honestly good, man. I'm done with it, man. He's ruined wrestling for too long.
Oh
yeah.
No. Let's see what else we've got. Becky Lynch might have an injury. Might have a shoulder injury after last night. They said that she might have been selling, but she was still kind of like holding it off camera.
That's one thing we didn't say. She's turned face last, and I said that was Triple H's idea.
Yeah, that was a great face turn. I really like that.
It was natural.
Yeah,
it was good. And then don't watch Raw, but if you watched Raw, you would know that she was on this downward spiral because she just couldn't win. So I think it's like a rock bottom thing. I think it totally worked, and I loved it.
Nice. What else? We've got Usos have broken a record. They are the first tag team in WWE history to defend a tag team title at 2 consecutive SummerSlam pay-per-view events. And Liv Morgan and Ronda's match was cut short because Logan Paul and The Miz went long.
That sucks, but I'm not too mad at it because I don't think they really need to go that much longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it worked out for the better.
Unless Liv had a big spot she couldn't do, I don't think they needed to do too much else.
Yeah.
It definitely worked out for the better, but I will say Brian Alvarez does kind of have a good point of, instead of cutting time for matches, why not cut time from the packages?
That's true too.
Agreed. I would say at least 20 minutes worth of packages last night.
Yeah.
That is too much, especially if you're watching after 1 a.m.
Do you think the casual who might jump in? I did see someone post like, well, some of the people that don't watch, frequently, this helps them out a lot for pay-per-views. Then that might be like a reason why, or why they should keep it.
Just too long. That's the thing. Because I thought about that on Friday night because SmackDown had a lot of them too, which they always do. If they just trim them down, it's at least 2 minutes per package, if not up to 5, depending on the match. We don't need to go back months and months, especially with Happy Corbin becoming Happy Corbin and then doing stuff with Pat McAfee. Just start with the Pat McAfee stuff and just have that.
Yeah. Yeah, that pack was really long. I remember skipping through that. Like, I was like, why am I still skipping? And I'm still in this package.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I've got for SummerSlam news.
Okay. I just got a few here, and I got a picture to put up there because it's something. All right. Dana Warrior is out of creative. I didn't really even know she was part of creative, but apparently she left a few months ago, but still part of WWE. As reported, Ric Flair's last match tonight. If you're watching it, leave comments. Let us know how it is. Let us know the outcome. Let us know all that good stuff. He's been drinking every day up to it. Okay, that's the training. And then Charlotte is there tonight.
Sorry, you say drinking?
Oh, I said drinking.
Oh my God, this man is gonna die. We've been joking about it, but oh my God.
He has a peacemaker. Not peacemaker, god damn it.
Do you really want to taste it?
Shit. All right. I got one more thing here. You can't really see it. I'll try to send in the chat. Two-time WCP trivia champion, Matt, my guy, found this at a Walmart. You can see the picture up here. It is an action figure of Bray Wyatt in a completely different costume. I thought it was maybe just a fun thing that they usually do with action figures. So I said, what are the other figures? Are they in weird costumes too? He said, no. Everyone else is in their normal attire.
Oh, shit.
If you look at this packaging, I don't know. This could have been, product that they made and then just got rid of before he was, out of the company. So this could have been a character change, a new gimmick that was supposed to happen after The Fiend. So take it for what it's worth. It was on shelves, and it was being sold with other stuff, with normal people in their normal attire.
Yeah, it's almost like a Mad Hatter type vibe.
Right. And it specifically says, what does it say, like a with jacket and hat. So that must be some kind of a prop that they're going to use storyline wise, maybe like Lily the Doll or something like that. So yeah, I stumbled upon something.
Nice. Very nice. Share it with your friends. Let them know what WWE dropped the ball on.
Could have had Magic Bray.
Exactly. Oh, that would be cool.
All right.
Right.
I'm gonna have to dip out of here, but I mean, this has been a great show. I'm still the high from SummerSlam. Thank you guys for holding it down. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, all the subs. Peace out, y'all. I'm sorry, Eric, about to ruin your whole graphic up here, man.
It's all good. Peace out. You worked harder than AJ Styles did last night.
Hey, man, I gotta find a phenomenal way somehow.
Nice.
But that's because I have you guys, a great team, man. That I'm the champion, WCP. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Later, Knock. All right, the final boss is out. It is just us two. Eric, how much finagling do you have to do? Because all I got left is promo school.
Just a little bit. If you want to go ahead and set up promo school while I do my finagling, go ahead.
Sure. We got a lot on the channel too, and I just want to let you guys know that you can comment and leave stuff for us to watch, to do watch alongs, comments on what you want us to do tier lists for, all that fun stuff. You're part of the community if you sub, so we want to hear from you. You're not like other shows. We want to hear from you. We talk to you, we chat with you, so we appreciate the subs. So tell your friends and we can make an awesome community together. But for promo school tonight, this week was Vince's first week of retirement, his first week off doing nothing. I don't think he's ever spent a week doing absolutely nothing. Linda McMahon was asked a question about his retirement, which technically was him not retiring from the company, but what is it? Not forfeiting, but
I don't know. Sorry.
He basically had to resign. He basically resigned. So he did not retire, so he does not get a gold watch or whatever.
Yeah.
But Linda even said she will not comment on it, and just made it sound like she doesn't give two shits. But we give two shits. We found pictures. No, she doesn't. We found the pictures. We had a special photographer follow Vince around for a week, and every day this week we caught Vince doing something, and we're gonna put a picture up. And Eric is gonna graciously explain what Vince did during his first week off of retirement. So as we go through this, let us know in the comments what you think Vince did or will do on retirement. And Eric, whenever you're ready, let us know what he did each day of the week.
All right. God, I wish I could remember what this movie was called, but it's Shia LaBeouf, and he's looking out the window, and he witnesses. Yes, thank you. That is exactly what Vince is doing. He is Shia LaBeouf looking out his window, except what he's seeing are smiles, because he doesn't know what a smile is. He's famous for taking smiles. That's Shawn Michaels' speech. It was a cry for help, and you all ignored it. He's seeing smiles outside. He's like, Linda, what's going on with their faces? Why are those children? Are they in pain? No, Vince. It's a smile. We haven't smiled in years. Poor Linda. You deserve better than that, kind of. That's what's going on Monday.
What happened on Tuesday, Eric? What did Vince do on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, he decided to go out and try and find one of these smiles of his own. He went fishing, tried it, didn't like it, flop in the chat. He went to a community youth center, played some basketball with some kids, didn't like it. He went to the park, found Chester. Chester, he just found out that his pension is gone. It's all dried up. The country isn't working for him anymore. Decides to invite Vince to a game of chess. Vince is like, chess? I've been playing 4D chess for the last 70 million years, however old I am. But then it turns out that Vince learns this day that you can't always win because Chester is actually a grandmaster. He trained Bobby Fischer, and Bobby Fish, the wrestler. And this is Vince just learning that sometimes even the best have to lose at something.
Chester is totally his like chess player 90s gimmick. I love it. What did Vince do on Wednesday? What was Vince's Wednesday?
Okay, so Wednesday, he still hasn't found that smile. But he felt something when he went fishing the day before, so he goes back to fishing. As he's throwing his line out, he gets a little tug. He's trying to pull it in, but it's too strong. Even with all that beef that we've been seeing, it's too strong. Finally, the line starts to give him some slack, and he's pulling. But what comes out of the water, Zach? Not a fish, but a man. Triton in all his glory flops in the chat. Vince is watching all this wet beef come out of the lake. and Vince, for the first time, he starts to feel a smile just form in the corner of his mouth, but he's not quite there yet. It's teasing him.
Oh man, what is happening on Thursday? This is getting good, Vince.
Thursday, Vince and Triton are full on having an affair now. At this point, she suspects everything, but she doesn't care because that marriage has been done for years. He decided. Now it's Thursday. Triton and Vince, they're going out for a walk on the beach. Triton says, I have a present for you. He walks into the ocean. He walks out with a bicycle. Vince is riding a bike on the beach. Meanwhile, Shane McMahon is watching with tears in his eyes because he too is basically retired, but he doesn't have a Triton in his life.
Oh, he's got a wife saying, since you're not taking over the company, sell those shoes. Friday. What's Vince's Friday looking like?
And Friday, he's getting Chester. He's calling Chester. He's like, Chester, I've been working hard all week trying to get wait, is there a Saturday slide?
There's a Saturday slide.
Okay. He's been working hard all week, say Chester. I've been trying to find a smile, but I just can't find it. I've got Triton, the love of my life, but it's just not working. What can I do? Chester tells him, buddy, why don't you come to my country club? It's got everything you could ever want. All white, none of those others that you don't like. Just join us. It will remind you of the good old days. We've even got some gals with short skirts for you. And Vince says, oh, you know my kryptonite. He joins them, and once he sees how things used to be in this little club, that's where he finds his smile.
Wow. Well, Vince has one last day. What did he do yesterday on his first week of retirement, Eric?
He goes back home. He's finally full on smiling. This is the happiest he's ever been. He sits down. Besides, you know what? I've still got that month-long Peacock trial I forgot to take off. I guess I'll watch this stuff. Turns it on, and he sees something that even he's finally learned to smile, but he's seen something that he's never experienced before. He's seen joy. He's seen happiness, pure bliss, as people are liking the show that he was in charge of. He's seen fans genuinely cheering, and all these years of putting in audio, all the editing audio, he can hear, wait a minute, why isn't Kevin pumping in that audio? This doesn't sound right. Are these people liking this shit? And then the icing on the cake, Triple H destroys the old ring to make room for the new, and Vince just full on has a meltdown. Linda has to put a towel in his mouth to stop him from biting his tongue. It's a whole show.
What a week Vince McMahon had. Great job, Eric. All improv by Eric. Nice job. That was promo school. Let us know in the chat what Vince is going to be up to next week. Who knows?
What a guy. I mean, he's like you said before, he's still a majority stockholder, even though he did give up some. Mostly they're like Linda's stock, I think. But so he's still a decision maker in there. He's just not on the public appearance.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that he's not part of creative because goddamn, SummerSlam was good.
It was. I didn't think the change would be this soon.
Me neither. I thought it was going to be at the draft. I thought it was going to be ending Vince's storylines, put on a good Clash at the Castle, and just kind of mail it in for 2 months and figure out what's going to happen backstage. But Vince, Triple H doesn't have time.
What a journey Triple H has been on. What an absolute journey. To take NXT and make it the top thing in wrestling, lose it. Thank goodness he had Shawn Michaels to hold it down for him. And all the health scares, all that, just to come back on top, or at least very close to the top. I'm happy for the guy. I'm glad he's got what he deserves.
Yeah, agreed. All right, that's our show. That is episode 120. Thank you everyone for sticking with us and for liking the video, subscribing, and doing all that good stuff that helps us grow and get bigger so we can make better things for you. Eric, anything you want to say to the people before we head out?
Yeah, hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, because for some reason you have to hit 2 buttons to get what you want. Who knows why? That's YouTube. Because you know what you get when you do that? You get to see Rampage streams. You get to know when a tier list comes out. You get to know if we do an impromptu, is it worth it live? Because apparently WWE doesn't like them on there if you use their videos. But yeah, just subscribe so you guys can know what's up. And also, check out SCW's YouTube channel. Great guy. And Radar for Wrestling. Also great guy.
That is it.
Yeah. So with that, Zach, where can the people find us?
You can find us actually sitting down and watching Monday Night Raw. I am looking forward to it tomorrow night. It's still 3 hours, and I love that the clip of Triple H resurfacing where he says 3 hours is too much. He'd love to get rid of that last 3 hour, just from a production standpoint. I'm excited for the future of Raw.
Yeah, I'm actually disappointed that I'm going to be working for it tomorrow. I'd love to see it.
I'll hit you up with anything that happens that's notable. And of course, we'll cover it next week in episode 121. You can find us right here. And again, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. For Knock, we are Eric, Zach, West Coast POPCast. Have a great week and be excellent to each other.
Peace out.